Alright, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank on my channel. I talk movie and entertainment news, TV show reviews, all that stuff. We're here to review the Chucky TV series that dropped on Syfy. Episode 1. Now, I'm going to be honest and upfront. I was a little bit cautious of this, a little bit skeptical, because a lot of people in Hollywood, they like to use LGBT stuff as a circle jerk or some kind of social credit that gives them immunity to actual criticism, to delivering a product that is really fun and entertaining and less of a lecture or less of an agenda. But this actually is surprisingly well done. I'm not gonna deny I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the underage LGBT stuff, the lingering stares to our lead's boyhood crush who does the local true crime podcast. That was the only off-putting thing for me. That and the girly tracks, only one really fit. The lyrics and the haunting melody when our lead, Jake's father, destroys something important to Jake. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything flat out in here. I'm not. You can watch it for yourself. I'm just going to give you the gist of what it's like without spoilers. So far, the show is surprisingly riveting. I don't think any of the LGBT stuff in here feels forced out of place or like a lecture. That could change, though. I mean, they could just be easing you into it, and then it could get pretty poorly executed and written. Jake, our lead, is a pushover outsider artist made fun of, bullied for being gay, doing doll sculptures, but he is likable in the sense that he does stand up for himself. In particular, he has a solid comeback toward his cousin, who's this overachiever who tries to redirect attention from his father, getting on to him about college credits. I thought Jake had a fine delivery, fine comeback to that, and seeing him flipping him off when they're leaving, that was pretty solid too. Jake comes from poverty, unlike his cousin, unlike his uncle. His mother's dead, she was an artist, that's why he's an artist. His father's a hard-working, hard-pushing, drunken, hard-ass, and his successful uncle. There's just a lot of tension in the family dynamic, and you can sense that coming when he's like, hey, your cousin's coming over for dinner. You can already see right there, both of them are dreading it because his father doesn't like his successful brother, and he doesn't like his cousin who seems a little bit hard to dissect right now. As I was saying, there's a lot of tension in the family dynamic, resentment and layers to unravel with the cousin, who comes off emotionally conflicted throughout the episode. He's fine with bullying Jake, and then he's not fine with somebody bullying Jake. He just comes off emotionally conflicted in a lot of situations. Now, the teacher, I can't remember the name of so far. She seems really likable. It kind of, him being in a classroom with the teacher kind of remind me of Child's Play 2. The teacher tries to stick up for our lead, and she has a foul mouth with students that are dicks. So that part's partially unbelievable, but it's certainly entertaining. I'm hoping she sticks around. It has a bigger part to play as the series progresses. Lexi Taylor is really the most unlikable character. This spoiled high school brat, this self-worshipping, worst character of all. Really unlikable. But funny stuff comes out of her being put in her place. This is a girl that you want to die sooner rather than later. There's no slapstick humor in here, but there is humor. It works. It's toned down, better. It's the right amount of humor. As far as like Seed of Chucky goes, going way too far with comedy. This feels more like classic Chucky in the delivery. The tension building pacing, right amount of humor, complex character relationships, horror, practical effects. It's all blended together fairly well. The thing to note is our lead, he very quickly buys Chucky at a garage sale. Also, this has a kind of Halloween opening. You open with looking through somebody's POV and they're watching a woman brush her hair in the mirror. It just feels very Halloween-like. That comes full circle at the end of the episode where you find out who that is. Our lead comes off kind of creepy in the beginning. When you first walk into his room, when he's taking Chucky into that room of butchered dolls because he has these doll sculptures, I was like, oh hell, this guy, despite later being squeamish about blood, he has what it takes to become a serial killer. Really creepy for Chucky to be walked into that room. I was scared for Chucky. So far, this first episode, really solid, really enjoyable, the right amount of humor. Like I said, every element is there that needs to be there. None of it's really over the top. There are some cheesy elements. There are some slightly off-putting things that just in there that don't feel like they work so well. Could have been done better, should have been done better, but for the most part it's really solid, really enjoyable, and hopefully the next episode is just as good or even better, and every episode after is just as good or even better. I'm very curious to see where this goes. I think it's definitely worth giving a shot. Usually I'll watch 3 episodes of a series before I give up on it because I can't get into it. I think this one, as long as the next 2 episodes aren't like really horrible in comparison to this one, I think it's going to be a great series. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Like, subscribe, stay awesome, rock on.